Another day, another side hustle. Today we're going to be talking about 3 new ways to make money utilizing and leveraging ChatGPT. Welcome back to TQM, or the quintessential millennial channel, where we talk about what seems like all things side hustles with an emphasis on side hustles. All jokes aside, welcome back to TQM, the quintessential millennial channel, where we talk about all things millennials with an emphasis on finance. I'm your host, Ahmed, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like the video, smash the like button down below and comment and let me know, have you started using ChatGPT, my best friend in 2023? So number 1, the first side hustle we're going to discuss today is actually maybe not the most interesting and fun one to talk about, but proofreading and optimizing texts for individuals. If you see on the screen here, you see on Fiverr, there's a proofreading and editing suite where you can go in and order different freelancing services from people charging anywhere between $40 and $130. And the one that caught my eye is this level 2 seller, RG Becker. Nothing against RG Becker. It seems like, again, it says here, edit your personal statement with a college valedictorian. Okay, good credentials, has an awesome background, with 463 reviews that have already been put in, meaning if you multiply $40 by 463, that's a pretty substantial number. But we know my friend ChatGPT will do a better job than everybody here because artificial intelligence is a lot smarter than you and I. So what did I do? I went ahead and took it a step further, and I decided to ask ChatGPT to optimize an introduction to the following medical school personal statement to help me get into Harvard. The limitations with ChatGPT are basically set upon how well we can ask questions. So I could have asked it to optimize the following introduction to a personal statement and just that. But instead I said, optimize the introduction to the following medical school personal statement to help me get into Harvard Med. And then I went in and I literally copy and pasted an introduction that I found online as an example of a bad personal statement. Some grammatical errors, and the flow just didn't sound right. But I'm just going to read the first sentence. It says here, I continued to pursue my dream of practicing medicine when I volunteered in the intensive care unit at UC San Diego Thornton Medical Center, where I gained first-hand experience interacting with patients. Doesn't sound that appealing. ChatGPT did its thing and said, here's an optimized introduction to your medical school personal statement to help you get into Harvard Med. From my early years, I have held an unwavering passion for practicing medicine, already sounding so much better. My dedication to this dream was further solidified during my time as a volunteer in the intensive care unit at the UCSD Thornton Medical Center. I love the fact that people can leverage this tool for free from home at any given time of the day and use these things to your advantage. So not only can you make sure to all your pieces of writing seem like they're high level, top level, or in the best condition, if you will, but now you can also potentially start offering services to people to optimize their personal statements, optimize their letters of intent, whatever it might be. The fact is, with ChatGPT, you can do that. So there is number 1. Now we'll go on to side hustle number 2, and that is creating a social media marketing course. So some of you might say, well, Ahmed, I have no clue where to start in creating a social media course. I understand that, but I kid you not, with ChatGPT, it will do it all for you. So if we go here, I went on heightsplatform.com to just kind of look at some of the information and statistics based on the average cost of a marketing course that you can take online. Because it's a hot topic. A lot of people are transitioning into social media and they're saying your social media network is your actual net worth. A long time ago, it used to be network is your net worth, but now it's all about social media presence. So the thing about that is there's a lot more opportunities in social media. People are charging $500 to even $1,000 per course. What did I do? I went over to my best friend, ChatGPT. Create an introductory level social media marketing course outline. That's all I want. And it went on and it started with module 1, 2, all the way through module 8 with these little points of emphasis. What is social media marketing? Benefits and importance. How social media differs from traditional marketing. Overview of popular social media platforms and their demographics. And then it goes on to setting social media marketing goals, creating social media content, X, Y, and Z. So the point here is you start off with an outline and then you can ask ChatGPT. Again, the best part about this program is you can stack your questions on top of each other. Next, you can say, now let's go ahead and expand on module 1. Tell me how to create maybe a slideshow about what is social media marketing, and it will go ahead and do that. So the fact is, there is some work that needs to be done up front, but understand with courses and other things alike, this ends up becoming something that could be a passive revenue stream. The first one I mentioned, proofreading, that's 100% active. Yes, but things like this here, creating courses, and I just use social media for the purpose of this video, but you can do this for anything, any other type of course that you want to set up. But again, $500 to $1,000 per course that you're setting. What happens if you create 10 courses, 50 courses, 100 courses? There is no limit. The only limitation here is you. And going to number 3, and I think this here is one that is pretty special in my opinion, because you've all probably heard of Google Translate, and a lot of us utilize it. But what if you go on a website like this, a news source, Al Jazeera? It's a website and a platform and a news source that I've known because growing up in the Middle East, that's really what we mainly consume. But the problem is, sure, there's an English platform to it, but I wanted to just use it for the sake of this video on how well does the translation services work on it. Because if it's effective and pretty accurate, as a bilingual individual who can maybe at least proofread the work that it's doing, it could save you hours on end. Because some people literally for a living will go in and transcribe information that they hear from English to Arabic, Arabic to English, or any other language. For the purpose of this video, I went ahead and used the Arabic language. So the first thing they're talking about here is the earthquake that happened in Turkey and Syria. And I do want to just take a moment to say my deepest condolences to everybody that lost a loved one and those who ended up passing from this. I know the death toll is really in the upper thousands at this point, and it's just very, very sad. I think, yeah, look at this. So I went over and translated that exact title that was written on Al Jazeera. And it said here that an earthquake in Turkey and Syria, the death toll exceeds, I don't even like saying the number, 41,000. And more than 50,000 buildings in Turkey are at risk of demolition. I don't mean to bring, negative news into this, but understand again, with these AI tools, they're very much aware of different things like dialects. And I think this is where it gets interesting. Because oftentimes when you look at news sources, some can come from a specific country that speaks a different dialect than, what we call a classical language. So with that being said, understand that artificial intelligence and their database behind them is so vast and large that they're able to kind of sift through and identify, the words in direct translation to English or any other language that you want to translate. So you can start furnishing these different services for individuals and companies to start maybe reaping some of the benefits of being a translator without really having any type of credentials. Now, my recommendation, of course, for any type of artificial intelligence that you're using, I would say use it more like an aid than an actual job description, if that makes sense. So don't go out there and say, I speak 2 languages and then just rely solely and purely on AI. Instead, maybe decide to teach yourself a language, for example, or if you're someone who's already bilingual, utilize this to speed up your work and make things more efficient. That's the whole concept and idea behind these things. So again, I do appreciate your guys' love and support as always. We have exceeded over 1,600 subscribers on the channel, which is absolutely insane. So thank you all so much for your support and the love you've been showing. So if you haven't, make sure on your way out you smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, where we talk about what seems like all things side hustles. But hey, we'll see where 2023 goes. The AI revolution's upon us, so take advantage of it now. That's all I had for you guys today. And until next time, everybody, as always,